Judgment Day has come and gone. There was no fire or brimstone. Your loved ones have gone away.
I love you, Thomas.
But you are destined to stay.
What happens now? I mean, what happens to the rest of us when we die? The believers get to spend the rest of their days living comfortably in paradise, while our bodies are left here to slowly rot away. And what happens to our goddamn souls? Do they just vanish insignificantly into the wind like smoke from a cigarette? Or do we get a second chance at salvation? Hey, what are you reading?
Oh, hey, do you too, nervous Nellie? I'm just reading a little of this, a little of that. I think it's fun to mix and match, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose it would be pretty interesting.
It is interesting. Two stories converging, looping in and out of plot lines, never following a linear structure. Characters finding themselves on journeys they never intended on. Look at me rambling on and on without introducing myself first. I'm Sylvia. It's nice to finally meet you.
Thomas, it's nice to finally meet you too.
You look like you have some questions. Maybe you should sit and stay a while. Ask away.
When I saw you at the back of that bus, it looked like you were saying something. What did you say? Why does it seem like you know who I am, even though I've never met you before?
Okay, so in chronological order from the back of the bus, I said, it's nice to finally see you. We have important things to do. And I know who you are because I've seen you in my visions every day for the last 27 days. Does that make things more or less confusing?
Definitely more confusing. What important things do we have to do? Why have you been having visions of me for 27 days? That's a little... You know what? Never mind. I don't have time for this nonsense.
See you soon.
Thomas Young. Thought you'd have tried offing yourself by now, boy. But for the record, I'm glad you did.
It's good to see you too, Joe, you dusty old pile of dirt. Any good news?
Well, be a little nicer to your elders and stop calling them names. I might tell you about what I learned.
Come on. Just spit it out already, okay? You disgusting man. Hurry up and tell me, huh?
All right. Well, you know how old Joe keeps his eyes and ears to the street. I learned something very interesting yesterday that might help your cause. You ever heard of a fellow named Michael Gateman?
No, I haven't.
Well, let's just say Mr. Gateman is a businessman. He takes meetings with desperate people like yourself and decides whether or not they should receive that second chance at salvation you're always ranting about. I heard he works out at the Bay Wellington Tower downtown on the 49th floor.
How did you get this information? This might be the best shot I have at getting back to the ones I love. I could kiss you right now.
No, that won't be necessary. But you can buy me another drink.
Okay, yeah. Here's some money. I gotta get going. But thanks, Joe. And, take it easy with that poison, will ya? Jeez. Why are you still here? Don't you have somewhere to go?
None of us really has anywhere to go anymore. Besides, I like the idea of meeting people between their starting point and their destination.
Enough with the weirdness. But I can use our answers. I am tired of searching and searching for things that just seem a little bit beyond my reach.
If you really want answers, if you really want to know the truth, then you have to cast away your fear and your doubts and just take a leap of faith. Otherwise, you'll be stuck wallowing around purgatory like the rest of us. I see so much more in you, Thomas. It's just up to you to unlock that unharvested potential that you keep buried within. I'll be around.
Look, I'm sorry for calling you names and walking away. You're just so unlike anybody I've ever met. You're so filled with life.
Yeah, I guess everybody else down here can be kind of a downer.
Exactly. Can you maybe tell me more about these visions?
Well, it's been the same vision every day for a while now. We're walking hand in hand into this really intense white light. Then I look to you and say, "The list is complete. How do you feel?" And you smile and say,
I'm not sure.
and then all of our adventures flash in rapid succession until I'm left standing alone. So I guess you could say I'm used to you walking away by now.
Does that list have anything to do with Michael Gateman?
You bet it has everything to do with Michael Gateman.
Well, I know where his office is.
Then what are we waiting for?
Let's go.